Okay, so what if you could just completely bypass the banks to fund a skyscraper? It sounds kind of wild, right? Well, today we're looking at a startup called Defy that's trying to do exactly that. And their entire mission, it's built on this really bold, really, well, defiant premise.
It really all starts with this feeling, this core frustration. For decades, if you were a real estate developer, the only way to get capital was through these super narrow gates, right? And who kept the keys? The banks, these opaque private funds. It's slow, it's bureaucratic, and you know what? It locks out a ton of great projects.
And that's where they come in. This isn't just a clever company name, it's literally their mission statement. Defy's whole goal is to just smash those gates wide open by challenging the very basics of how real estate finance even works.
All right, so to really get what Defy is building, we first have to talk about the system it's trying to tear down. What are these old broken rules they're so fired up about?
Okay, so here's the difference, right? In a nutshell. The old way, it's a maze. You've got banks, funds, brokers, just a line of middlemen, and every single one of them is taking a cut and slowing the whole thing down. The Defy way, on the other hand, promises to be this direct bridge. No more maze, just developers straight to investors. The whole point is speed and total, radical transparency.
So how are they going to build that direct bridge? Well, it all comes down to the platform. Let's dig into what Defy actually is and how it's supposed to work.
Okay, so at its heart, Defy is what you'd call a two-sided marketplace. Think of it like this. On one side, you've got developers who need cash. On the other side, you've got investors who are looking for places to put that cash. The platform itself is just the transparent connective tissue between them. It gets rid of all those traditional gatekeepers.
But you know, this isn't just about the tech. It's really guided by a pretty specific philosophy. Transparency over tradition? That's all about getting rid of those mysterious black box funds. Trust is earned, not assumed. That means they want to rely on cold, hard data, not just some slick marketing pitch. And my favorite, access is power. That's all about cracking open an asset class that, for the longest time, has been super exclusive.
So, that's the why behind it all. But how does this thing actually work? In the real world. Let's walk through the user journey and see how this machine is supposed to run.
The whole process is designed to feel way less like getting a stuffy bank loan and more like, well, using any modern app. You register, right? Developers list their projects with all the details. Investors browse around looking for a match. And once they connect and agree on the terms, boom, the funding starts. The goal is to make it all incredibly simple.
So yeah, you've basically got two key players here. The developers, they're the supply side. They bring the projects, the blueprints, the vision. The investors, they're the demand side. They bring the capital, and they're looking for clear terms. And, of course, a good return. The platform's only job is to make it super easy for these two groups to find each other and do business.
So what really makes this different? What's Defy's wedge to break into this old-school market? Well, it really boils down to three big things. Number one, radical transparency. All the project docs, all the milestones, right there for you to see. Number two, speed. We're talking about shaving weeks off the old funding cycles. And number three, access. By letting a bunch of investors team up on a deal, they're opening up projects that used to be only for the mega institutions.